So Allah Almighty has given us beautiful instructions in this revelation. There is a verse that's repeated a lot that we should be speaking about often. And when we reconnect with this particular verse, we will realize it encompasses almost the whole of our lives. What is this verse? It is verse number 90 of Surah An-Nahl, where Allah speaks about Himself. And as a result, He wants us to learn these qualities. Inna Allah ya'muru bil adli. It is an instruction. So He's talking about Himself. What does He instruct? Allah instructs the following. So Allah speaking about what His instruction is. Now here are qualities He wants us to learn from. He wants us to obey because He is saying, this is my instruction. The first thing He says, Al-Adl. Allah instructs justice. Allah instructs that you are just. Justice at the beginning with your Maker would ensure that you worship Him alone. No one besides He who made you deserves to be worshipped. That is the highest form of justice, is to offer worship where it is belonged only, nowhere else. But by extension, justice refers to everything else to do with what is right and wrong, what is fair and balanced, judging between people. In a matter, you need to be fair, you need to fear the Almighty, and you need to be unbiased. So Allah instructs you to be just. Inna Allah ya'muru bil adli wal ihsan. He instructs you to be kind, to be good, to be kind. So that's the second in the order. You are just, and then you are taught to be kind. Wa ita'i dhil qurba. And He wants you to give to your relatives who are in need. Ita'i dhil qurba doesn't mention the need. It just mentions giving the relatives. But what's understood is, yes, exchanging gifts may be one thing, but more importantly, when people related to you are in need and you have a little bit excess from what you need, Allah expects you to reach out to them and give. Don't be miserly. Why? Because Allah gave you what you have. In the first place, He wants to see, do you give others in need? And Allah Almighty thereafter says, وَيَنْهَا عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ وَالْبَغِي. Allah Almighty prohibits. He has warned us through a prohibition of three things. That doesn't mean that there are only three things in the list of prohibitions by Allah, but in this particular verse, there are three things being mentioned. وَيَنْهَا عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ. Allah prohibits immorality, anything immoral. We shouldn't be looking at others with an eye of belittlement, thinking that these people will never come to the right path. Perhaps their struggles, who knows? Allah knows them. And this is why Allah says, يَنْهَا عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ. Allah prohibits immorality of all sorts. That would include adultery, it would include